Hey guys, John here from LearningGuitarNow.com, and in this lesson I want to show you how to play an acoustic 12-bar blues solo in the key of E. I'll be using only my fingers to play the lead, but you could use a pick as well if you wanted. Using your fingers like this to play a solo gives a really warm tone that sounds a lot different than when you use a pick. You could also use this type of playing on electric too, of course. To play the solo, I'll be using the Spartan 0018, which to me sounds great for this type of a playing. The short scale of this acoustic allows for a bit easier bending, I find. You'll hear Clapton doing a similar style like this when playing leads like this on an acoustic guitar. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the solo. If you'd like to get the full lesson interactive tab, check out the All Access Pass. When you do become an All Access Pass subscriber, you'll also gain access to all the courses and lessons I've produced over the past 15 years that will teach you improvisational blues and slide guitar. Okay, let's go ahead and start the lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 9 separate licks. Once again, we're in the key of E. I'm using only my fingers, but you could use a pick if you like, but this lesson is going to be about using the finger style. I would recommend trying to play it both ways would be a great idea. So lick 1 is this. Okay, so for lick number 1, we're coming in right after the first count. So 1 and on the and. So what I'm doing is just sliding into the 4th fret here. This is the 2nd position minor pentatonic scale. So, we have here this little section. That's where that's coming from. Sliding into the 4th, I'm striking it with my thumb. And so I like to do this method that I teach in the blues guitar method about playing finger style, also slide guitar. So I'm muting after I play the G string on the 4th fret. Right now I'm muting that B so it doesn't ring out. For more specific instruction about that, check out those courses. So I'm sliding in with my 2nd finger. I got my first finger muting that B string right now, just because I don't want that. I want it real tight sounding. Only single notes ringing. And so when I hit that B string, my thumb goes and mutes to that G string. That's basically, without going into all kinds of detail like I do in the course, that's the basis of how to play, simple kind of notes back and forth with your thumb and finger. So I'm doing that. It's our flat 7 interval. Your common blues move like this. And then the next little phrase is this. Pretty simple. 4, 3, 4, 5, 3. Slide backwards. Now hammer on, open the 1st. It comes straight from your E chord. That's our minor 3rd. to major third. Pretty easy. So pretty easy lick to do, you know, and it's great to practice if you're not really good at using your fingers like this. 3, 4. Comes in on the and of this bar before we get to the next phrase. Add some vibrato right here. Ending on our root note, that's our E note, adding some vibrato. Okay, so that's it for lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. So lick 2, now we're jumping into the B.B. King position right here. You could think of it as third position minor pentatonic scale, but to me I like to think of this as a B.B. King position. You'll also notice that we're going to the 4 chord, the A chord, B.B. King position. Has notes directly from the A chord. It's a great thing to take note of. You know, when it goes to the A chord, it sounds good to do B.B. King position because, you know, notes directly from the A chord that we're playing over. That's how that works. And then I'm just adding a little bend here on the 7th fret. But you'll notice what I'm doing is bending that 7th fret here on the B string up to 1 fret sound, and that is giving me a A7 sound. I'm basically just, the B.B. King position right here is notes, you know, taking around that A7 chord. If you bend to that right 7th from the B, you're insinuating A7 chord. That's why it sounds really cool to do that. You hear Dwayne Allman, Eric Clapton, all kind of guys doing that. Same kind of principle I played with the other licks. I'm you know, adding some vibrato with my first finger, bending it once, and then bending the second time, but I'm not striking it the second time. So those 2 licks together, just real easy, relaxed blues playing. Sounds great. Just want to get into the feel of those phrases. So in the second part of lick 2 is going to be this. Same area. Now we're going to go down the blues scale and then hit this 3rd fret on the high E. We hit that high E right here. The chord progression is going back to the E chord. So we had this, rest, 1. I'm using my first finger to play all those notes in a row. You just want to be careful to not strike the string like so hard that you kill the tone. It can be easy just to pop it, you know. See, that was too hard. To me, I like doing this. A lot easier, mellow sounding. Last part, same as the first little section, ending on that 3rd fret here of the B string. Okay, so that's it for lick 2. Okay, lick 3 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick 3, we're approaching the 5 chord, the B chord, so we're playing this little phrase, that same little thing again, 4, 3, 4. Now we're going to play this when the B7 chord happens. You'll notice it's an open B string, so we're just bending that 3rd fret. Sounds really cool when you're playing over the B chord. You know, the 4th fret here on the G string is of course a B as well, but it sounds cool to hit that open string. Now we got this little phrase. In the A chord, just walking down the minor pentatonic, open, add the blues scale here, open to a quick hammer. Now I like using my second finger to do this phrase for some reason. You could use your thumb in first though. Slide 2. And see, that time, instead of doing the 4th fret, instead of doing the open string, you hit the 4th fret on the G string. But, you could do the open string if you really wanted to. It's just, personal preference. You could do that. So it's really up to you. It's great to know where different places or strings or notes are at all over the place, so you can kind of choose different things that you feel like may sound the best. Open. Then I just, added that vibrato. If you play the open string, you can't play the vibrato the same way. But I can add some vibrato to that 4th fret if I fret it. It's another thing to think about. Okay, so that's it for lick 3. Okay, well that does it for this free lesson. As I mentioned previously, if you'd like to gain access to the full lesson, their interactive tab, the backing track, check out the All Access Pass. Make sure to subscribe to see more videos like these. Okay, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.